Warning, the following podcast contains bad words. The consumption by children is not recommended. There is strong talk about people's private areas and what comes out of those private areas and sometimes what goes into those private areas. Yucky adult fluids. Listener discretion is advised.
Honestly, who can give a fuck about that Paris Olympics muck? The major sports are on late at night when most Aussies are drunk, causing fights. Don't get us wrong, we hope our athletes do well, but we all gotta work so fucking hell. So do what Benny and Az will do. Watch gold medal wins while they're on the loo. The burble celebrates Aussie gold, dropping turds from their ass the bum biscuit holds. So make sure you get all your sleep. So peaceful, so restful, so sweet, sweet, sweet. Maybe you'll catch some of the Olympic broadcast. Catch up on while you skeet, skeet, skeet. So let's hear it for Team Burble. Fuck the Olympic Games! So make sure you get all your sleep. So peaceful, so restful, so sweet, sweet, sweet. Maybe you'll catch some of the Olympic broadcast. Catch up on while you skate, skate, skate. So let's hear it for Team Burble. Fuck the Olympic Games.
Not enough nonsense in your life? Need a little more? Well, get ready, because these two have it in spades. Loose talk.
What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Even looser opinions.
Please explain.
And you're along for the ride.
Everybody strap in!
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
It is The Burble. Hello and welcome along to it. My name is Benny.
My name is Az.
Hey, hello. Welcome back, Az.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, medical procedure done last week.
Well,
I assured everybody that it had nothing to do with your wing wang. Can you confirm that?
Can confirm. It was lower.
It was lower
than the wing wang.
Now, listen, it was your knees, right? You've had some problems with your knees.
Yes.
But they went for an exploratory look. And the reason that you went there, all of a sudden, it was just not there anymore. They said that you had some fluid on your knee.
Yeah, so apparently I had a thing, here we go, medical terminology, called a Baker's cyst, which is a big fluid-filled sac on your knee.
Ugh.
When your knee's fucked, it generates a Baker's cyst because there's nowhere else for the fluid to go when your body's generating fluid to fight the broken part of the knee.
Yeah.
So we go down to the bloody X-ray shop and they're like, yeah, we'll drag some of that out and get it off to pathology and fucking CSI and, do all the shit on it. And
they're going to run tests on your pus.
Yeah, going to run tests on the pus in my knee. So I go in and I got my strides down, right, because it's the middle of fucking winter.
Yeah.
And laying on the table and the Sheila's like, righto. Fucking, she gets out the ultrasound wand and the needle, which was about the size of Cambodia, Southeast Asia.
Wow.
Starts jabbing it into my knee, trying to find pus.
Pretty much.
Can't find it. Oh, maybe it's over here. Stab. Maybe it's over here. Stab. Anyway, 3 or 4 stabs later.
You're done with it.
Oh, well, I was done with it on the first stab.
Yeah.
Right, let's not fuck around. I don't want needles in me at all. They're fucking shit.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway, long story short, 2 sonographers and a doctor, 1 ultrasound machine, about 500 puncture wounds in my knee.
This sounds like a joke. Walk into a bar.
Into a bar.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, the fluid's gone. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Where'd it go?
I don't know, like it fucking ran off during the circus because they had the MRI results from 2 weeks ago on the fucking screen as a guide so they know where to poke, right? And they're like, but there's like all this fluid. I'm like, well, fucking find it, get it out so they can fucking fix it. No, there's no fluid in there. I'm like, well, shit.
Don't you think that they
what
would
now?
Checked it before they started stabbing you like an esche on a train station platform?
I honestly think...
Come on, lad, fucking stab.
I think not all, some of the people that work in these places have got unresolved issues and they like stabbing people, right? And I don't know. I was polite. I was cordial.
That's unlike you.
I know. I was in public, so that's the reason. And I thought I was polite and everything, but she's like, with a fucking needle anyway.
Do you remember her name?
Nurse Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet. Who hurt you, Nurse Ratchet?
Anyway.
Come to the party. Who? Come on, let's face it. Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Have you got some unresolved issues?
Were you bullied as a child?
Yeah, exactly. She have hair on her lip.
Honestly, don't fucking know. I didn't look close enough. Long story short, they poked around in my fucking knee for like 20 minutes, couldn't find anything. I was disgruntled afterwards, went home, took painkillers and said to Benny, fuck it, I'm not leaving the house. So now I've got to go back to my expensive specialist and find out what the fuck to do because I haven't fixed any of the problems in my knee.
Right.
It's just got more holes in it than it did a week ago.
And is it still aching from being, Eshe jabbed?
Yes, it hurts like a bitch.
Okay. Are you going to go? So do you have grounds now?
Grounds.
Do you have grounds now?
If I had grounds, I wouldn't be able to walk on them because my knee's fucked.
Yeah, I understand that. But do you have grounds now to go back to your GP who recommended you to go to them to go and get the procedure done and you just give him a fucking whack around the ear roll? Like you just clip him around the ear?
No, because it wasn't a GP. It was a fucking
I understand
expensive specialist.
But he told you to go there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but honestly, the one that needs a slapping is my fucking knee. Because, we all saw the results 2 weeks ago. It was full of fluid. It's got torn fucking ligaments.
I get it.
And
I can see.
It's just fucking stupid. I hate medical stuff.
Yep.
And this always fucking happens.
Yeah.
And then to put the glitter on the shit sandwich, right? The sprinkles on the turd fairy bread.
Yep.
The doctor goes, oh, well, don't charge him for an aspiration. That's what it was called.
An aspiration.
Yeah, I don't aspirate to do it again.
Sure. Yeah.
But anyway, just charge him from an ultrasound. So it went from 400 large to 300 large. I'm like, you're a fucking big man. Thank you very much. Fuck.
Wait a minute. $300 for an ultrasound.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You could get on Temu and probably find something that would...
I could fly to fucking Thailand, right?
Yeah.
Get him to fucking give me a new knee, whiten up the teeth, boob job, butt lift, come back, still have enough for 3 schooners down the pub.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Fuck the system,
wow.
Honestly. That's where I was last week. I was cranky.
That's the reason why we had a best of, and it had nothing to do with his wing wang.
No,
Cheeto got shot as...
I know.
Former President Donald Trump, soon to probably be
next President Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump was shot. We've got to talk about that. You think it's a whole big conspiracy?
I'm sure of it.
Well, I mean, it could be. All right. Now, also, we've got to talk about the worldwide crashing of all computer systems that happened last Friday.
Oh, yeah.
This just shows that we are completely vulnerable. We could have our DAX pulled down at some fucking cold radiology place.
I hate to say it, but only if you've got a Windows computer.
Yeah, that's right. That happened in the world. The Olympics are about to start. In fact, as this episode goes out into the world, the Olympics opening ceremony has already occurred. It hasn't occurred for us yet, but it will happen. We'll talk about that, talk about Aussie's chances in the pool and all that kind of thing. There's a whole bunch of other stuff as well. We got some funny audio that we found. I want to talk about the Apple Vision as.
Oh, yes.
Because people are already landing themselves in trouble with Apple Vision.
Really?
Driving in their cars using the Apple Vision.
Fuck's sake, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I knew it. It was going to happen. Rodent men, hot rodent men. Do you think you're a rodent man?
I don't even know what that means.
Well, we'll discover that. It's coming up.
Is it the guy from Ratatouille?
No, it's not.
Then I'd have nothing.
A 33-year-old lady who doesn't look, she's got crazy bitch eyes, right? But she hasn't had an injection of her own up until this point in her life, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She's got her 10 commandments of for people that, she's going to allow to go there. And the list I want to go through with you.
Righto.
All of that is coming up on the Burble, but first, let's go to the newsroom.
This just in.
Okay, all right, let's get to all the news that you can abuse. This just in, according to a new survey, 41% of people believe that every text message needs to include an emoji to be complete, or the text feels, quote, naked, end quote. It's more common among younger adults. The 70% of Gen Zers say you need an emoji. You just plain need it. You know what I mean? You just need it, compared to 46% of Gen Xers, which is still high, I reckon. But words are important too, I feel.
Yeah, you can't really...
You can communicate what you want with an eggplant, some water splashing, and a peach.
Well, it's hard to communicate, I've got herpes, get checked with emojis, though.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes you need words.
That's exactly right. 38% of people say texting just a single emoji is a conversation killer. What do you think about that?
I'm guilty of that.
Of just sending an emoji, one emoji, and that's it.
Yeah, like a thumbs up or a love heart or something.
See, if you get a thumbs up from me, I'm busy. I'm doing something else.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm doing something else.
Yep.
While adding an emoji to every text may seem over the top, 58% of Americans, don't get me started on what they believe, but they believe emojis do improve how we communicate digitally. So if they improve text so much, imagine they flood the publication world. 50 Shades of Grey would just be 250 pages of whip, eggplant, and peach emojis.
Well, I don't know. Like the Egyptians got away with it for 5,000 fucking years? Bird, wavy line, dude doing the arm thing, bird, wavy line. Like, come on. And they were smart. They built the fucking pyramids.
Allegedly.
Apparently. This just in. The Tesla factory in Germany is reportedly missing 65,000 coffee mugs.
Wow.
Like, not plastic ones, like disposable, obviously.
Do they even have that many people working there?
Yeah, the gigafactories are massive. Man.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the cups were one of many contentious items on the agenda at a recent staff meeting, as some workers and management bloody took it to the union. Fucking hell, coffee cups. The boss at the factory said to the staff, I'm really tired of approving to orders to buy more coffee cups, promising to be no more cutlery in the break room if the thefts didn't stop. Maybe they're self-driving cups and they just fucked off.
That's right. Oh, they don't have legs, get up and fuck off themselves. That's what my dad used to say when I pinched shit from him.
Yeah, well, apparently this comment, though, was met with laughter and applause by the staff. Elon Musk has been hit hard by the stolen coffee mug. He's saying, I can terraform fucking Mars, but I can't even keep track of coffee mugs.
This just in, as the suspected drug smuggling tunnel found in Tijuana, Mexico, is so long authorities don't have enough oxygen to reach the other end.
What?
The suspected drug smuggling tunnel is so long that authorities haven't been able to find its exit point without use of oxygen tanks.
Is it underwater or something?
No. It's under the ground, but for some reason the oxygen just disappears. It dissipates. It's gone. So
the cartels are crafty, man.
They are. Now, the tunnel is connected to another one found 2 years ago that does run into US territory. American authorities are looking for an exit point in the country of this new tunnel that they've found. So Cheeto can say, I'm going to build a wall and do this and do that, but they're still going to dig, mate. They're getting that drug
they
into
need
the United States.
They need the blokes that made the dingo fence to come over.
Yeah.
Can't dig under the dingo fence.
But you know who probably has actually dug that tunnel?
Who?
Fucking Bugs Bunny.
Oh, I get it. I should have coined Lift at Albuquerque.
This just in. An English soccer fan from Swindon, which is a classy part of the world over there.
Do they drink Stella Artois in Swindon?
No, they don't call it Stella Artois. They call it wife beater.
Yeah.
And I can confirm that because I've been there.
They love it when they...
actually asked for a pint of wife beater at a pub once and got given a Stella Artois.
Did you really?
Yeah. Old mate from Swindon, soccer fan, really confident England was going to win the Euro 24. He got a tat that said England Euro 24 winners.
Here we go.
Put on his leg 3 days before the final. Dan Thomas live streamed the moment as well that he had the artwork tattooed to his leg.
Fucking idiot.
He got 42,000 views on TikTok, so I assume he got enough money to pay for the tat.
Look, the tat shouldn't have cost him that much, but why would you live stream that before even knowing the result?
Have you, looked at TikTok
I have.
People live stream like paint drying and shit.
I get it. But like, it just seems to be stupidity ensues when you say the words English, soccer, and fan.
Oh, yeah. And he actually said on the live stream to others to go and get a similar tattoo.
Yeah, righto.
Spain ended up winning.
Of course they
in
did.
a record-breaking 4th European Championship, defeating England 2-1.
Yep.
So Dan's leg now serves as a historical record of being an absolute fucking douchebag bell end. And hopefully you made enough TikTok money to get it lasered off.
This just in, and before I mention this, I hope that when we're old and grey, that we're looked after at proper care facilities. The younger generation are going to look after us and all of that type of thing.
I think we're going to get put in the home where they wash you with metho and shit.
No, we're going to Taco Bell because they're opening an early retirement community for the old at heart. Yes, that's right. It's called the Cantinas. It's designed to celebrate the laid-back spirit in everyone with a weekend of senior-inspired, sun-soaked daytime recreation, retail, and dining. This is not bullshit. This is true. Opening its doors next month, the Cantinas invites guests to indulge in a Taco Bell-fueled sun-soak experience with senior-inspired recreation, including early morning tea times to afternoon aerobics and pickleball matches.
The fuck?
This is true. This is happening in the States.
What's the place called again?
The Cantinas. Now, the slogan for the project should state the Cantinas because nothing says laid-back retirement like completely destroying a toilet bowl where you'll be forced to buy it flowers afterwards.
Fuck! Why won't it fucking stop? This just in. The Milwaukee Common Council approved the banning of a long list of items for the Republican National Convention's tough security footprint. While you can't bring a water gun into the soft outer security footprint during the convention, you could bring a real gun. Well, America.
Yeah.
Other items banned include umbrellas with steel tips, slingshots, tents, sleeping bags, ladders, shovels, gas cans, eskies, glass bottles, metal bottles, canned food, and believe it or not, tennis balls are all banned in the downtown area around the convention. But you can strap up. You can take an AR. You can take a Desert Eagle, a fucking Kalashnikov.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck you want. But if you got a tennis ball, you're going to jail, sunshine.
Yep, that's right. No metal-tipped umbrellas. Not for you. No.
Fucking so no slingshots or tents. Tents is another weird one. Why would you need to take...
I just think that they don't want people camping out on the street or the route just to make it look like shit.
Like when they're going to release another Grand Theft Auto game and people line up fucking near game traders or whatever, you know, like pre-order shit.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I can't wait until the fucking Cheeto turns up and tells us how all the fucking dark people are bad and how fucking we're going to close the borders and then get shot. But anyway, yeah, seems like Milwaukee's really trying to keep the convention from becoming a scout jamboree where Americans get raped. However, it's the Republican National Convention, so I think that is going to be a given. Well, hang on. Everyone's got a fucking gun, right? Like, you're going to say, you can't come in with that tent. It'd just be like, fuck it, mate. Like, they should bring back dueling in America.
Like, there should be some rules around it, like some really old school rules we'll talk about.
You got to do musket fucking pellet gun.
So you have to receive a slap in the face from the glove of the aggressor.
The glove slap.
Both of you have to then give a bunch of carrots to the mayor of the town, okay? And only then there will be muskets at dawn.
Muskets at dawn.
20 paces, and if a result is not found to work, if each person misses, then they'll just keep shooting at each other every consecutive Sunday for the next 4 months.
I reckon they draw swords, fucking finish it there and then Conan style.
Yeah. Finish him!
Exactly.
This just in. Loose talk, even looser opinions.
This is the best show on earth.
This is The Burble.
All right, Cheeto got shot. Now, you don't believe that this is true, right?
Well, you've given me some info. I haven't looked into it too much because I don't want my brain to escape out my ear.
No. I want you to go on with what you were saying to me just prior to we started the podcast, because you were mentioning some WWF cheating bullshit that they used to do in the WWF. I know they still do it, but go for it.
Well, what I was saying is that it's so easy to make it look like you're bleeding all over the fucking place, right?
Yes.
In the WWE or F or whatever it is, the wrestling, when they fucking hit a dude over the head with a fucking chair and he gets up and he's got blood streaming down his face, it's a tiny little cut on the forehead, it's got to be an area where there's no fat, so it's directly on bone, right?
Yep.
And in the arm wraps that they have, they've usually got little bits of razor blade. And when everyone's attention's not on him because he's laying on the ground, you just snick.
Yep.
Right? And then they get up bleeding everywhere.
Yep.
It's a common tactic for the heel. That's the bad guy in the wrestling.
Yes.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
If you've ever read Mick Foley's book or anything like that, it's really good. The reason I say that is because the fucking photo of Trump was too perfect.
You reckon?
He was there. He was like, it looked, you know, the photo of Iwo Jima where it's got the dudes holding the flag up?
Yeah, on top of the mountain.
It's kind of like set out like that. So you've got Trump basically standing on two Secret Service guys, bleeding down his face with his hand in the air in a fist.
Yeah.
And an American flag rippling in the background.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck off. That photo did not happen naturally. Like, maybe there was a fucking blank in the gun or whatever, but seriously, it's, again, a nation full of people where they can fucking shoot a target at 50 paces before they can fucking read.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he miss? It's not like he's a slim target.
No, well, that's true. And he's turned his head. Now, this kid, his name escapes me at the moment.
It doesn't matter.
Got up on the roof. There's the ladder there, but they knew he was there.
They watched him.
A cop looked at him and put his head up over the roof. The guy turned the AR-15 at the copper. The cop went, "Oh, fuck, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this shit," right?
You think he'd tell someone?
And then they made him, wait, and then he fires, misses, and that's when the Secret Service on the roof the other direction spot him.
Yeah.
And then they just pop, take him out straight away.
How the fuck did two other people get killed, by the way?
I have no idea.
Was it by him? Was it by the Secret Service? I don't fucking know.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about that for a second. So it was a firefighter and he was a dad.
Yeah.
And he sort of was in front of his wife and child and he bore it.
Right.
I think he might have pushed one of them out of the way or something. I'm not really sure. It's just too confusing, but it's all too convenient because
it is too convenient
because the guy is now dead, so we can't prove
him.
We can't,
question him,
rattle his chains, and go, "Why did you try and shoot the Cheeto?"
Yeah,
okay. What was your reasoning behind that? Because apparently he wasn't like a loner or anything like that.
It's the same story as Lee Harvey Oswald. Jack Ruby shot him before they could question him.
That's true. So you think he's gone and done some chopper read thing to his ear?
Because if you see the footage, he's way too calm, right? He knew something was happening. Way too calm. And who goes back for your fucking shoes when people are shooting at you? He went back for his fucking shoes.
Yeah. I think he was milking it a bit.
Milking it in gunfire? Seriously?
He was milking it a bit, but you haven't seen the photo. There's a photo, a photo that they've released, which actually is like a high-speed camera or whatever they had.
Yeah, you were saying this before, that shows the bullet.
You can see the actual whizzing of the bullet going by his head. So now people will say, I remember where I was when they landed on the moon.
I remember where I was when Trump got shot.
That's right. So
have you seen the new trend, by the way?
Yeah, people are just sticking a square of paper to their ear.
Fuck's sake. Dickheads walk around with maxi pads stuck to the side of their fucking head.
Yeah,
these are the same bastards that go, I'm not putting a fucking mask on for the China virus.
Yeah. Do you remember?
I'll stick a tampon on my head.
Do you remember that ad where the guy finds his girlfriend's panty liners?
And he's like,
and he sticks it all on himself?
Yeah.
That's the inspiration for it. That's the catalyst for Cheeto to get that on his ear. So and people were walking around. absolute, the bootleg marketers around that convention and stuff like that, when he accepted the nomination, started selling little square bandages like that, and people were buying them.
Fuck's sake.
People were buying them. Then Trump had the audacity, when he got on stage the day, I think it was the day after, at the convention or something like that, what he'd organised, what his people had organised, is they managed to go to the wife of the dead firefighter and get his uniform. They had it up on a mannequin on stage.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He's an American hero.
Oh, Christ.
He kisses the helmet of the dead firefighter on stage, and these Republicans are frothing at the mouth of what he's actually doing there, and they're actually now believing. There are some people that are now believing that Trump is God.
Yeah, he's the second coming of Christ.
But more than God, because he can he's
dodge bullets.
He's pulled a Neo from the Matrix, the end of the first movie.
Sake.
Do you know what I mean? I'm so sick of two words that a lot of Americans utter when it comes to gun violence, and that's thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
I'm fucking over it. I'm fucking over it.
Let's send our thoughts and prayers to Trump, shall we? Fuck off.
38 children died at Sandy Hook. Or that might not be the number, but...
No, they didn't. There was no children killed. It's all crisis actors. That came out as well with the fucking Trump thing.
What?
That the firefighter and his family were paid actors, so he's not actually dead. He's only fucking making it up. Like the shit what's that fucking human turds fucking, that Joe, the
Joe Rogan.
No, not Joe Rogan. He's just as bad though. The one that got sued by the Sandy Hook people because he was saying that it was all bullshit. He was a fucking massive talk show American.
Jordan Peterson?
No.
Jerry Springer?
No. Anyway, there's a guy that said that Sandy Hook never happened, right? And
right.
He actually called the families out and stalked them and wouldn't leave them alone. And he was like, "Yeah, it's all crisis actors. It's all put on by the government or the fucking blah blah blah."
I've been a student of acting for quite a while. I know the Stanislavski method. I know the
Alex Jones.
Because that's a uncommon name.
That's him. Fuckwit.
You've got different methods of acting, like method actors and all that type of thing. But I've never heard of crisis actors.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a crisis actor?
So it's someone designed to stir up the people to make it more believable.
Right.
So they reckon that this Alex Jones says that the parents of all the children that died at Sandy Hook are crisis actors. So they get out into the media and say what the agenda of whoever they're working for is. So there was no children killed at Sandy Hook. The agenda was the anti-gun lobby, so not the NRA, the opposite to the NRA, right? The anti-gun lobby hired all of these people to fucking go, "Oh, my son and children were killed at Sandy Hook." And Alex Jones is like, "You're fucking actors. I don't believe you. You'd never had any children. You've just been paid to do a job. You're against the NRA, blah, 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 blah." And this is something that about 20% of Americans believe.
20%?
Yeah, crisis
Did
actors.
you say 20%?
I did say 20%.
And this guy had his nostrils ripped through his arsehole?
He's a commentator on Fox News.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he had a platform until recently, and the Sandy Hook people actually took him to court. And then he claimed that he had some sort of mental disorder, and he claimed that he had amnesia and all of this shit to try and get out of being sued for libel and all that bullshit. In the end, he lost, and then Fox News had to part ways with him.
Oh, so he's not employed with Fox News anymore?
No, but he's got his own fucking think show on fucking line, like he does. Not YouTube. What's the Parler or whatever it is, the one that Trump started?
I don't know.
Anyway, there's a whole nother Facebook for fucking idiots. America's full of conspiracy nuts, and I know I sound a little bit like conspiracy nut with what I was saying about this all being put on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That photo, like, you couldn't Photoshop a better photo if you wanted Trump to get back into office, which he's going to do now.
I mean, if what you are saying is true, if what you're saying did actually happen and it was all an elaborate sort of setup, okay.
Yeah, so the bullet could have went wide. Like, they got the high-speed shot, right, of a bullet going past him.
Well, they say they did, but then we could go on and say that it was Photoshopped as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But... However, though, I don't think that they actually needed to do that, to go to that length, okay, because you got Bumble and Joe
who's disappeared now. He's nominated Camilla.
He's out of the race. He's not gonna be a two-termer, so he's going to end up in the realm of George Bush Sr. He'll be a one-term president.
Yeah.
First time in a long time that we've had a one-term president. I'm surprised he actually won in 2020 anyway.
It was only because Trump did everything he could to lose. Like, he just alienated everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
And now he's the fucking second coming of Christ.
Yeah, and he's going to win.
I know, he's going to fucking landslide it.
He'll landslide
and America will turn into a fucking civil war. There will be. And all the rednecks will be like, right, we fucking had a gutful of this and we've been storing guns and blah, blah, blah because we can't read past the first line of the Second Amendment. All we read is the part about fucking bearing arms. There's a lot more to it than that.
Like that bit on South Park.
More or less. And I love the fact that they're like, you can't take away our Second Amendment rights. Like, you know what an amendment is, right?
Yeah.
Like, you fucking dunces. But yeah, and most people in America that are gun trained are trained to shoot for body mass as well. They're not trained to shoot in the head.
Mm.
But like I said to you earlier, it's like, well, everyone's like, well, why didn't the Secret Service or the FBI search the roof? And I'm like, they probably did, but the CIA was already there, so they just left it as is.
This is the Burble.
Hello, boys and girls. You're in luck this week. Let's do a 2-for-1 reading from the greatest book in the entire world, the Urban Dictionary. The first word or phrase this week is pink-socked. Pink-socked is defined as during non-lube anal sex the male pulls out abruptly and savagely, leaving the rectum in question protruding like a rolled-up pink sock. Here is a practical use for the term. Girlfriend, last night I took this guy home for some crazy sex and the fucker pink-socked me, and now my farts sound like a New Year's Eve party horn. Now, boys and girls, the very next day our intrepid lady may have to take herself to a medical facility. This is where she may experience the second phrase, a swollen booster seat. Swollen booster seat is defined as the act of having to drive yourself to the hospital after being pink-socked. A practical use for the term would be, after old mate left this morning I had to ride 40 minutes in traffic on my new swollen booster seat, only to spend the night in the ER. Now you know just how important water-based lubricant is when you pick us some random at the pub. Until next time, bye-bye.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Okay, that conversation a little bit deep. Before we move on to a little bit more fun, so we'll put a smile on your dial as you're doing whatever you do, sitting there listening to The Burble while you're taking a shit or driving in your car, whatever, okay?
Righto.
As about the Cheeto shooting, okay?
Yep.
Jack Black and Tenacious D, Kyle Gass. Now, they were performing in Newcastle
or Sydney. It was here. It was in Australia.
In Australia, and then Kyle Gass comes out, and then he says this.
Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, Kate. Don't miss Trump next time.
That's what happened after they were singing, okay?
Yeah, it's a joke in bad taste.
It is a joke in bad taste.
They have said worse.
Way worse. Way worse. Now, Jack Black has absolutely distanced himself.
Thrown him under the fucking, not only the bus, the train, the plane, thrown Kyle under every form of fucking motorised transport there is. Like fucking, hey, Kyle, dude that helped me build my career for the last 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. So
damn.
So has he? What's he got lined up? He's got some stuff lined up.
Well, he's got all the bloody Kung Fu Panda 2 or 3, all the voicing.
Kung Fu Panda 28, Super
Mario. He's got a huge the Borderlands movie. He's got a huge voice acting lineup.
Do you think it's a puss move?
It's a big puss move. You should have said, yeah, look, Kyle shouldn't have said that. I don't condone killing people, but it was something said in the heat of the moment, and he didn't really mean it, and he's apologised. So, hey, let's move on.
Exactly right.
But the problem is most of America's behind the Cheeto, and you can't say anything wrong anymore. And it's cancel culture.
No, but okay, all right. So are the Americans worried that Tenacious D made Americans look like idiots in front of a live audience in Australia? Because I can guarantee you that Stephen Colbert's writers would have had a ton of jokes already written before the president stood up with his blood-covered
of course.
fist. Okay?
I think Jack went into panic mode.
I think he has, yeah.
And he basically thought of himself. And he's like, well, if I'm associated with Kyle, I might lose this endorsement. I might lose this job. I might. And Hollywood will blacklist
me, yeah.
Yep. So he's just gone.
He's going to be the next Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is, fuck Amanda Bynes, wow. There's a story you should look into one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
She's... You look up in the dictionary crazy, it has that sound effect. A little like open up a birthday card with a song in it.
Yeah, it plays that noise.
Yep.
Now that Jack has completely thrown Kyle under the bus, you will note that on all of Kyle's social media, he's retracted his apology.
He has said...
It's gone.
Sorry, he's retracted his...
So he put an apology out. I'm very sorry. I said something in the heat of the moment. I'd never condone the shooting or taking of a human life, blah, 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 blah. Jack's coming out and gone, we're parted ways. There'll be no more Tenacious D. I can't be seen with someone that thinks killing people is all right, blah, 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 blah.
God.
And then you go back to Kyle Gass's, social media. That post is gone. He hasn't come out and said, fuck everything, and I take the apology back, but the post is gone.
Wow.
So he's like, well, you know what? You've yoinked me. You've yeeted me out of Tenacious D and out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I believe it. I'm going to take it down.
I reckon he's going to come out with some shit. He'll come out and say, you know those documentaries they used to have on MTV and shit like that?
Oh, behind the music.
Like a Dave Gilmore and Roger Waters.
Yeah,
type
spat
kind of thing. He'll come out 10 or 13 years later or something like that going.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, like Kyle likes to blow dish hands.
Yeah, and Jack Black's got African white rhinos extract.
Yeah.
To keep him virile or some shit. Yeah, it'll be weird.
It'll come out.
It'll come out. But honestly, he's made enough money. I think he'll just either go completely away and we'll never hear a Kyle Gass again, or it'll turn out that he's the main creative force behind Tenacious D and he'll just find someone else and all of the Tenacious D style shit will happen with a new band.
Yeah, it's going to be a court case and all that type of thing. But you know what? The good thing about it is, though, it was promoting tourism in Newcastle.
Yeah, fucking Newcastle. Come to Newcastle and get cancelled.
The battle. This is going to be good.
With Benny and Az.
As Generation Z has spoken and the hot rodent man is in and they don't want him fumigated.
What the fuck is this hot rodent man? Like you said it in the intro, I'm still fucking confused.
Well, let me tell you, Az, the concept of the hot rodent man might sound foreign to anyone who has never worn skinny jeans like you, okay?
Fuck.
It's a term that's getting bandied around.
Right.
I heard it the other day at work. We've got a new section of staff. They're younger females that have come into the business.
Righto.
And they're absolutely hilarious, but they don't have, filters like me, but I'm old school filters. But no, they're talking about it. The hot rodent man is also known as a sexy rat boyfriend.
Still doesn't help me.
Okay, all right. So Gen Z want the hot rodent men, and they're very vocal about it online. Right. I must just be looking at the wrong websites.
Yeah, I never heard this term before today.
Okay, so what exactly is a hot rodent or sexy rat? That's a great question.
Fucking oath it is.
It's essentially a lanky man over someone more bulky. So it's someone with sunken eyes.
Right.
Pale skin.
Right.
That scurries around instead of walking with purpose. Essentially, it's the opposite of a finance bro. And that's another term that they're using now.
Sake.
A finance bro.
It's Pete Doherty.
Yes, it's Pete Doherty.
Heroin chic.
Heroin chic.
What the fuck?
Yeah, all right. Johnny Depp in the 90s was a prime example of a hot rodent. That's what they're coming out and saying.
Okay, I get it.
He wasn't Brad Pitt. He was still gorgeous, so to speak.
So what happened to the dad bod? Is that gone now? Gen Z were looking for dad bod 6 months ago.
They were looking for dad bods.
I remember looking at that on the tweet faces and the X Twitters and things.
So
and it was dad bods.
Dad bods. So Chris Hemsworth now is out and Pete Davidson is in. That's the look that people want to go for. It's basically someone who's not conventionally handsome.
Oh fuck. line me up.
but still hot.
Oh, well, that's me out.
So
I'm not conventionally handsome.
So do you ever think at any stage though that you've been a rat boyfriend? You dirty rat.
I was going to say not in that tone of being a rat, maybe in being just a dick to my partner, yeah, but not looking like a fucking heroin addict, no.
You need to be pale, lean, angular.
I don't think I've ever been lean.
And stunning. I don't think you've ever been stunning either.
No, I'm not stunning.
Okay, Gen Z thinks it's pretty clever here, but it's just more of an outlandish way to describe what millennials would call a hot hipster or an indie guy.
Oh, for fuck's
So
sake.
apparently we've moved on from hipster. We're
post-hipster now, are we?
We apparently are post-hipster.
I don't know. I fucking go out in our little podunk fucking burg, and there's way too many lumberjacks floating around.
Yes, yeah. There's way too many. We've gone back to lumberjacking now.
Like I went to go and get a haircut the other day, and the only place that had time was like a fucking boutique, and the person at the door was like fucking looked like the bloke from the fucking lumberjack ads.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, we can't cut your hair. And I'm like, why? And they're like, no.
You didn't go to that barber shop that's in the supermarket where...
No. That one.
The one where you've got to have tattoos of pills behind your ears.
No, not
to
that
work
one.
there.
This one was full of hipsters.
Was it?
Yeah. And I came in, Uggs trackies hoodie, and they're like, yeah, no, you're not coming in here.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, as these days, if you had to date, if we were back, freshly minted out of the gate, 18-year-olds, we're going to the club, we might, see if we can hook up with somebody.
Pull a bird,
pull a tear, all that type of thing, right? Basically, you're not getting anywhere because that's not where the women are these days.
Where are they?
They are having pre-drinks, okay? They're having pre-drinks until about 1 a.m., okay? Then they go out.
Not in this town, they don't.
I know.
It shuts at 1 a.m.
I get it, okay? But unless you look like you're calcium deficient...
Fucking hell.
And write love poems, you're not getting any action whatsoever. It is the new thing, ladies and gentlemen, the rat boyfriend. You basically need to look like a fucking rodent that's calcium deficient but still has feelings. No more are you going to see any hipsters in the laneways of Melbourne. That's done.
Bollocks. Okay. I don't believe you for a second.
This is a thing. I'm telling you right now.
They come out of the cracks in the walls in Melbourne. Like they just pop up and they're like, make a coffee shop.
Yes, I know. Let's get a coffee cart and some milk crates and you've got yourself an alleyway coffee shop. I get it. That's how it works, okay? But they've passed on. They're no longer because songs are old, okay?
Songs?
Yeah, because you got to carry around a guitar.
So that's not cool anymore.
No, just take a notepad and Shakespeare that shit. You know what I mean?
We're going back to beat poetry.
Beatnik poetry, you know what I mean?
Hell. War. Whoa.
I love you.
Whoa.
War.
What is it good for?
This coffee is making me shit. Do you know what I mean? Now, look, there is another term.
Oh, God.
There's another term, which has been around for a little while in another subculture, but apparently now the straighties are trying to win back the term bear.
Oh, righto. Okay.
Yeah, bear. All right. So bear has been used to describe obviously a lovely...
large, hairy man.
That's gay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We've got nothing. Be who you are.
There's
you be the best bear you can be.
That's right. There's so many different terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're trying to win that one back now for the straighties.
Why?
Because they just want it back.
Because straight people haven't already got enough.
No, that's exactly right.
Fuck them. I mean, I'm straight. I'm not going to, no, don't fuck bears. I mean, if you want to fuck bears, that's fine. But I don't, because I'm straight. But I don't want the term bear back.
But they want it back, but no, they want it back. They want it back, but they don't want it to mean what it means now.
Well, what do they want it to mean?
I don't know, but I was confused, and I don't mean in that way, but I'm perfectly fine. My mind's made up. Thank you very much. But I'm saying is that I was confused because I thought the term bear, fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Okay. As you know what? Okay. So I thought the term grizzly was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought
I don't know.
thought grizzly meant the same thing as bear.
No, I don't know.
Is there another sub thing on grizzly?
Probably. I don't know. My main mind's made up as well. I don't know. I'm fucking straight as the day is long. I don't have the accent or the knowledge of the subculture.
No, the inclination either.
No.
All right.
And I'm not a rat boy, so apparently no one will want me anyway.
Hot rodent man.
Sorry.
Or rat boyfriend. Get it right.
Fuck's sake.
So anyway, as you sit there and jump onto the wwws and you
look up grizzly.
If you have a look at all that type of thing, then go ahead. Man, we've only gotten through 2 topics and we're almost at the limit. We might have to do a 2-part bloody episode of this podcast. But anyway, so apparently, ladies, all the young ladies out there at the moment, they just want hot rodent men or rat boyfriends. Coming soon to a Melbourne laneway near you.
Oh, Jesus.
What's that?
Divisions within the community. This is Google, so if I get it wrong... are you
on my Wi-Fi? I'm going to get put on another list, aren't I?
No, it's all right. I'm already on enough for both of us. Fuck off, bastard! So if I get this wrong, friends out there of the Rainbow Division, I do apologise. But apparently divisions within the bear community may consist of grizzlies who are white, hairy, heavier men.
Oh, they're white. So like Santa Claus?
No. White, as in Caucasian.
Oh, Caucasian.
Cubs, who are younger, hairy men.
See, mate, that term.
Wait. Polar bears. Now, these are the ones with the bears with the grey hair.
Yeah.
Santa. So basically Santa.
Yep.
Big teddy bears. They're men that are hairy yet heavier than other men. Otters. Men who are hairy but thin.
Otters.
Otters, apparently.
God, imagine going to a speed date.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But like,
that's cool. And like, we've just got...
I'm an otter.
I'm straight. Like, I'm fat, old, cranky and straight. Like that, I don't have any other
labels. Yes, you do. You're cis.
Oh, yeah, cisgendered. That's fine.
Yeah, you're cis. That's
and like
you're basic, bitch.
I'm a very basic bitch. And you know what? Like you said, I've made my choice. I'm fucking happy. But let people have it. They were there first. The gay men were there first. Let them keep bears. And it's really cool, some of the names as well. Like, like add sparkle. Like, when you're playing like, I don't know, Mario or something, you pick up the Fire Flower, you become Fire Mario or Tanuki Mario. Like, you get an extra name, like an extra title.
Where are you going with this?
Like, gay people are cool. They're like, I'm Steve the Bear.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, Mario, but our princess is in another castle.
With the fucking food, the drunk, in the golden band. That's single Betty, and as one to get them can. But you feel honor that will never be, because the bird was here to steady your fucking seat. Oh, holy shit. We know you simply missed their wit. Benny and that's talking shit. On them day, pretty job them suck. Cause the boys don't give a fuck. The Verbal Podcast is the only way. Maybe you critic cucks would feel better wearing a Verbal branded sweater. On the website, just click on the store page. They got phone cases, t-shirts, posters, fridge magnets, stickers, hoodies, and duvets. They got heaps of merch to make you laugh. They even got Verbal shower curtains for your bath. Holy shit, we know you simply missed their wit. Betty and that's talking shit. On them day, critics y'all damn suck. Cause the boys don't give a fuck. The Verbal Podcast is the only way. Maybe you critic cucks would feel better wearing a Verbal branded sweater. On the website, just click on the store page. They got phone cases, t-shirts, posters, fridge magnets, stickers, hoodies, and duvets. They got heaps of merch to make you laugh. They even got Verbal shower curtains for your bath. Oh, holy shit, we know you simply missed their wit. Betty and that's talking shit. Off them day and great job them suck. Cause the boys don't give a fuck. The Verbal Podcast is the only way. Maybe you critic cucks would feel better wearing a Verbal branded sweater. On the website, just click on the store page. They got phone cases, t-shirts, posters, fridge magnets, stickers, hoodies, and duvets. They got heaps of merch to make you laugh. They even got verbal shower curtains for your bath.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
Let's keep it in the pants. Why not? Why not? We've talked about Trump, dickhead. You know, we've talked about what... Actually, can I just come back really quickly on a point about the whole Grizzlies and all that type of thing?
Oh, yeah, cool.
Do you know...
Let's revisit that train wreck.
Just really quickly, another point on it. You know how, to remind you about not setting forest fires, you've got Smokey the bear?
Smokey the bear.
If there's too much bear hair, is it going to cause friction fires? Like if you're a gigantic dude that's like got more, like 4 times the hair of Robin Williams had, you're going to start a friction fire, are you not?
I assume they use plenty of lube. That's going to keep things happy.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Again.
And you're going to get Klingons anyway to the hair.
Oh, fuck, dude. Really? Can we move on?
A 33-year-old virgin has revealed her 10 commandments for her perfect match and will stay single and celibate until she finds a suitor, okay, a suitable suitor. Her name is Danielle Noble, and she said she's always been happy on her own, and despite wanting a relationship, she's just not ready to settle for just anyone, not even a one-night standers. No.
Righto.
Now, she's a dancer in Florida. It doesn't say what type of club she dances. Well, it might be. But she's explained that she's got a list of requirements that her ideal man would meet before she'd even consider taking things to the next level physically. She says the 10 things I look for in a man is he has to be family orientated, he has to be genuine, he has to be kind-hearted, he's got to be tall, he's got to be fit, he loves to travel, he loves the outdoors, he's daring, he hasn't been married before, he's got humour, he's got stability, and he respects me. Okay?
For fuck's sake.
Now, look, I don't think it's... Like, I can tick a couple of those boxes. You definitely can't tick.
I can't tick them all.
You can't tick tall. I can't tick fit. Okay. I love outside. I am married, so I can't get there,
Do you
Danielle.
reckon she likes bears?
I don't think the bears would like her.
No.
They wouldn't be stealing from her pick-a-nick basket. That's all I can say, boo-boo. So anyway, she used to get embarrassed when people would talk. She'd be like, okay, let's talk about sex, baby. And she'd be like, nah. Nah. Celibate. Nah. She could probably get her own show on one of the Christian networks over there, dead set. But she said growing up, she never had an interest in dating and always focused on her studies rather than worrying about getting a date. Okay, all right, that sounds fine. So what, she grew up Amish and she didn't want other things as well, like, I don't know, running water or electricity, something like that. She's a pretty girl, don't get me wrong, but as she's 33 years old.
Yeah,
She's getting to the point where the grape will die on the vine.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's like, it says here that she's got a 10-year plan, including being married and having kids in the next decade. Like, she really needs to get down to that because, you know, once you're in your 40s.
Time's ticking.
Biological clock. Sorry, not being a cunt. Biological clock.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, yeah, she's leaving it late.
So now she's on the hunt for somebody. She is on the hunt and
she doesn't look like she's going to find a bloke that can fulfill every one of those fucking...
Nah, not a chance. Not a chance at all. There is no way in the world...
Men, back me up here.
No, there's no way. I can't tick family orientated because I can't. Genuine, I feel that I'm a genuine person, okay? I don't think I'm deceitful. I will open my mouth when I shouldn't, okay? And I will speak the truth. Kind-hearted, let me think. I am kind-hearted when it comes to animals and, you know, obviously my wife and stuff like that. I'm very kind-hearted, okay? All right. I'm not kind-hearted to dickheads. No. I'm not tall. I'm not fit.
She says taller than her.
Taller than her.
Fucking like 6 foot tall anyway.
Jesus Christ. I do love to travel, okay? I love being outside.
Yes.
Daring. Many times I have said, here, hold my beer. And you've done it. Sorry, I've been married. I think I'm pretty funny, especially when I've had about 14 cans. If I've had 14 cans...
You're not very stable.
I'm not very stable, and I'll respect her as long as I can get some.
And she also says her man's in another country, so you may have a shot.
Oh, so she doesn't want anyone from the continental United States.
Apparently not. At this point, I even try to send myself to those dating shows because sometimes people find love there. I feel like my man is in another country and America is not working right now for me, but I know God has a plan.
Did you see that photo where she's kneeling in front of a gate? Are you looking at that the one at the moment? She does look a little bit like Seabiscuit in that photo.
Like, it's a really interestingly composed photo. Like, so it's got foreshortening in it. So you know how it's got like the long angle.
Yes.
But why the fuck did they start the long angle on a fucking desert boot and then go up to a head?
Well, it is
the other way.
It's a nice boot though.
Yeah. Do you want to look at a shoes or a face in the dating profile they like?
Have you jumped on? Have a look at the many varieties. Look at the Kit Kats you can get in terms of flavours.
Nice callback there.
On OnlyFans.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Someone for everyone.
There is someone for everyone. And so do you think that, do you think she's going to find someone or,
I think she's going to have to lower at least one or two of her standards.
Absolutely. She's going to have to do it.
There's the only bloke that fits all of those standards would be Jesus.
And he's dead.
And he's Arabic. And I'm assuming if she's American, she won't want anything to do with a brown person.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
We were at the front and centre of the tech blowout that happened. Everything shut down. Airports shut down. Self-serve checkouts, the banks, fucking this, that, and the other. It even took TV stations off the air. This one little thing. Well, an Australian tech guru's likely battle through a storm of chaos in the coming days and weeks from the fallout from last week's global IT outage that, like I said, crippled banks, supermarkets, airlines from Australia to New Zealand, to the United States, to the United Kingdom, to McFucking everywhere. He's a Melbourne guy. He's a local guy.
He's the guy that owns CrowdStrike.
Yes, he leads CrowdStrike, the publicly listed cybersecurity firm that caused the meltdown. And alongside him is another bloke, George Kurtz, after first joining the company in 2016 as Vice President of Technology Strategy. So in a nutshell, basically, they dropped an update that was not quite right, okay? And it just took the fucking country out. Like, now, this is scary. Who else can fuck up royally and then all of a sudden take us back to the Stone Age?
There are a million contingencies in place to make sure this shit doesn't happen.
But where did they? Where?
Yeah.
Where?
No, someone done fucked up real bad.
Yep. I remember where I was at 3 p.m. last Friday. I was here. The first thing I noticed was my Foxtel said, sorry, a break in transmission due to unforeseen circumstances. And I'd had enough. And I'd only just turned it on 5 seconds out of my life, and I was fucking pissed off about it because I wanted to watch Foxtel. The only channel that would work, TLC. And there was some fucking wedding dress choosing bullshit.
Auction hunters or something.
Fucking say yes to the dress. Say fucking no to the fucking dress.
You know where I was? I'd started early, work early on the Friday, so I could knock off early. And I just finished shutting down my PC and walking into the lounge room when I heard my partner yell out, "What the fuck?" from the other end of the house at her office. And I rolled in to her office to see the blue screen of death. And she goes, "Oh, I just got a blue screen of death." And I said, "Oh, you don't see them very often."
No.
And then we sat there and there and there and there.
So you enjoyed a bit of programming?
Nothing happened. It was just blue for a while.
Dabba-dee-dabba-da, dabba-dee-dabba-da. So,
yeah.
Anyway, this company now is worth $125 billion. Was. They reckon that it could lose up to $12.5 billion as of when the stock market came back online.
Yeah.
Instantaneously. They've got the power to do that. They will just fucking roast you if your shit doesn't work properly.
Well, and honestly, they deserve it because CrowdStrike's one of the biggest cybersecurity providers out there, and they're at one of the top higher levels of the internet, and their stuff is baked into most Microsoft stuff. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, fuck you, Bill Gates." Sorry, it wasn't Microsoft this time. It's just that Windows has CrowdStrike built into it, and CrowdStrike went down. So it's like blaming Ford for getting a flat tire on your car, basically.
Yes.
So like if you drive over a nail, or say CrowdStrike's the nail, you drive over the nail, you don't go back to the dealership and go, "Oh, fuck you, my fly." Yeah.
Sucker bastard.
But yeah, and I
just love hitting that button.
I know you've moved on from the bong noise.
I'm on the second page of.
Oh, you're on the second page of buttons. Okay. What else you got?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Well,
forgot about that.
we're not doing that one.
All right.
We're not doing that one.
No, I love the fix. The instant fix from Microsoft was reboot your computer 17 times. And it's like, that's a very specific fucking number.
It is a very specific number, but guess what? It actually kind of worked.
It does. And the other one is get your IT guy to boot into safe mode, go into this file and delete this file. Easy.
Yeah.
If you've got an IT guy, if you know what safe mode is.
Yeah.
If you blah.
Yeah.
If you don't,
then you're fucked.
then you're fucked.
Can I just ask you, so have we gone too far with reliance on IT at this stage? Because, I mean, I will pledge my allegiance to Skynet once it goes online.
Absolutely. No, I don't think we have. The problem is...
Well, with banking we have.
Oh, yeah.
With no reliance on cash.
Oh, fucking... Okay, pet hate. Have you still got my rant theme? Anyway.
Okay, here we go.
Fucking pet hate.
Wait. Here it is.
And now we come to the most important part of tonight's program.
Duck for cover.
There you go for it.
Right. My fucking Facebook and other socials was flooded with cash is king. See? Cash is king. You fucking idiot, Karen. It doesn't matter if you've got a fucking handful of fucking greenbacks. If the till's fucked, you can't open the drawer and you can't use your cash. Woolies won't take it without fucking using the system. Fucking any major chain won't take it. Mum and Dad running a fish and chip might take a fucking $100 note and just write down what they've sold for the day.
Yeah, because they've got a Sharp or Panasonic.
Old till.
Cash
is not king, especially when every company that's got like an IT or infrastructure that's got a fucking system that scans items, that system goes down. Doesn't matter how many fucking $100 bills you've got, if they can't open the till, they can't scan the item, and they can't take it off the inventory, guess what they're not going to do? Sell it fucking to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Cash is not fucking king. Stick your cash fair up your ass and fucking take your tinfoil hat and your conspiracy theories and put them up your ass too.
Two shows.
I was just so pissed with this cash is king shit.
Jesus.
I'm like, no, you fucking numpty. It's not. It doesn't matter. It's a credit card. Doesn't work the same way as a fucking $100 bill won't work when the fucking till's broken.
Yeah. Okay. Two podcasts ago, you told me I was really on the rant.
I am tonight.
I'm
fired up.
Now, look, should we go back to the old waffle iron, put your card in, clang, clang, on the little paper slip there, like is that? Because let me tell you, at my workplace, and you're not going to believe this, okay, we rely on a technology developed in the 1970s. If all else fails...
Oh, the cab system.
No.
Paper?
Facsimile.
Why do we even have faxes anymore? Like, fucking serious.
Well, we rely on the fax system for one aspect, or just one. And I actually walked past this guy that was doing some IT for us. He was an external contractor, and he was walking past and he's talking to our general office admin assistant person who organises all of the stuff. So the office runs fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's all in place for all employees to be able to do their jobs. I happened to walk past both of them having a conversation at the point where she said, we need the fax line. He then turned to her like she was a green bitch on Star Trek. Okay.
Yep.
And looked at her and
went,
like, I know that
Are
Kirk,
you fucking high?
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And this person would never get high, okay?
Yeah.
And nor is Shatner going to make out with a green bitch, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
He just turned to her and looked at her like he had never looked at a living creature that looked like that ever. And then he did utter the words, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
She said, yes, we need it. Yes, we need fax lines.
Fuck's sake.
Fax lines into, what's the year now? 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So back when facsimile was the rage, I'm sure Boney M's Rasputin was the number one song.
Well, actually, more like the fucking Charleston, because facsimiles have been around since the early 1900s.
Have they really?
Yes, they have.
Fuck me. God's sake.
Yeah.
So I guess if our fax lines go down, we need to get wax cylinders.
No.
You've just given me
Morse
a good
code.
You've given me a good idea.
Oh, God.
For a sketch.
Okay.
With Morse code.
Right.
We've been going for a little while. How about now? Look, I really wanted to talk about a couple of things here because there's a pooseum over in America.
You'd spill into next episode.
Yeah. So in Arizona, there's a pooseum, and it's bloody hot over in Arizona. So we will talk about that on the next episode.
Righto.
We're also going to introduce a brand new segment to the podcast next week as well. It's called Shit Canned. It's got nothing to do with the pooseum, okay? But
it could do if the pooseum fuck up.
Probably, okay. Also as well, we want to have some fun as we're going to play some games.
Oh, shit.
I want to play some games.
Righto.
That's coming up on The Burble.
Fucking hell.
My name is Benny.
My name is Az.
And please go to theburble.com.au. You can get yourself some merch. No doubt the boffins in the art department are going to run around now and try and see if we can get some Cheezel merchandise.
Cheezel merchandise.
I don't want to support the guy any more than just by simply mentioning his name.
No, I'm not going to mention his fucking name either.
But we do have another shirt coming out. It's an IT-based one.
Nice.
It's an IT-based one. It's getting designed right now. I think it's funny. We've got some ironic chronic shirts that are there as well that you can buy. You can just buy the Burble logo simply on a shirt or a jumper or on an A-line dress. Maybe you want a
canvas print.
Maybe you want to get the Burble logo as a jigsaw puzzle. You can do that.
And more.
We have heaps of stuff. So go to theburble.com.au/store. Support us because we don't want to go to regular work. We'd love to do this every single day. If we could do a daily show, that would be sensational. You'd love it. I'd love it. You'd probably hate it.
Is it work? Yes. Hate it.
Yeah. And become a special supporter too. That's on the website. Check it all out. Anyway, I've been talking for too long. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Lord Cheezel comes out and says next.
Darth Cheezel.
I
think that's what we'll call him from now on.
Is it over yet?
The answer is yes.
Oh, thank God for that. Hit us up on the socials and check us out at theburble.com.au. And don't forget to subscribe and share us with all your mates.
Thank you for sharing.
And here's the good news. They're back next week. Really? That's good news?
It's great news.
Here's the taste.
Hey, fucking give us your shares there, cunt. Fucking this is my fucking web, cunt.
Linda's slider, cunt. Come on, lay fucking gronk, cunt. Yeah. Fucking stab.